Why have the members of the United Nations decided to define and adopt the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals in 2015? They wanted to define a global framework for advancing sustainable development in its three dimensions: economic, social, and environmental, over the next decades. Of all of the SDGs, goal number 5 is the standalone gender goal to fight the gender gap internationally. This is because only a balanced international workforce will allow delivering on the promise of the fourth industrial revolution for all of society. By all means, science and gender equality are vital to the world-reaching SDGs. But nowadays, gender inequality still remains a very serious and present issue. Let's take a look at the most common gender-related issues existing in everyday life situations. In politics, women are still underrepresented. At the current rate, parity in the highest decisions of power will not be reached for another 130 years. As for 2021, women serve as heads of state of government in only 21 countries, and 119 countries have never had a woman leader. The most commonly held portfolios by women ministers are family, new generations, elderly, disabled, followed by social affairs, environment and natural resource, and women affairs, gender equality. Large gender gaps exist in access, learning achievement, and continuation of education in many fields, most often at the expense of girls, although in some regions, boys are at a disadvantage. University and career choices can be severely affected by what is commonly perceived as a well-suited for a specific gender. In fact, less than a third of female students choose to study higher education courses in subjects like math and engineering. While men are commonly seen as less suitable for studying humanities subjects as entering early childhood education, social sciences, and many other careers. Indeed, there are still cases where parents prefer for their daughters a less technical faculty at university. Many women have heard during their studies, and not only, comments about the fact that their success is only related to their gender. Or examples where professors seem to express judgments according to the individual's gender, not to their real merit. When entering the working environment, also people's chances of career and professional development can be affected by gender inequality due to personal attitudes and reactions. If a woman raises her voice in a leading role, she can be seen as more emotional than her male counterparts. While on the other hand, sometimes men feel less comfortable with showing their emotions because feelings are a female thing. Women are promoted at work far less often than men and feel as if moving into a higher up type role is very difficult. Women working in STEM fields publish less and often receive less pay. The fear of demanding for higher wages or for a promotion often leads women to accept to be paid less for the same job that men do. With specific concern to the aerospace field, a problem women face is that there are no equal possibilities of moving forward in a career. In fact, the major breaking point a woman runs into during her career is maternity. Women with both mothering roles and jobs get less rest. And so many women struggle to find the proper balance between work and family. On the other hand, if a man values his private life more than the professional one, he might be seen particularly less devoted to his job, and so he might face reduced promotion possibilities or even loss of a job. Throughout the world, there are still many women and girls performing long hours of unpaid domestic work. Lone mothers and essential workers on the front lines are the most vulnerable, as they are more likely to work in lower-paying occupations. When it comes to violence against women, another very important obstacle is represented by sexual harassment in the workplace, which remains an underreported issue because of fear of disbelief, blame, or social or professional retaliation. It has various forms such as physical contacts, comments and jokes with sexual content, and unwanted physical contact that can amount to assault. Equality does not mean only numbers. It is a matter of respect, commitment, time, efforts, policies, and opportunities. To truly contrast gender equality issues, we must understand which are the drivers behind gender inequality. If you want to know more about this, do not miss the next episode of the Let's Talk Equity video series. And if you want to know more about us and our project, follow the Rome local group of Women in Aerospace Rome on Facebook and Instagram, and reach out to us to share your experiences.